Welcome to Football Roundup, episode number 10 of the new season, with your boy Randy Silver going over weekend September 17th of football. It's back. International break is over. We're back with all the domestic leagues: England, Spain, Germany, France, Italy, North America, Saudi Arabia, previewing Champions League, Europa Conference League. It's all back, baby. It's going to be a fun rest of September, beginning of October. Let's dive into it for you. UEFA Champs. Let's preview this really quickly. It is back Tuesday, September 19th. So in 2 days from now when this video is recorded, or 3 days, if it's on Wednesday, here are your matchups. What games do you want to watch and care about? Whew, we got some tasty licks coming up. AC Milan versus Newcastle United in the group of death. The other game in that group of death is Paris Saint-Germain, Borussia Dortmund. Those are on Tuesday. Barcelona start off their Champions League after getting knocked out last season against Royal Antwerp. They want to get off to a good start this time. On Wednesday, probably the game of the 2 days, Bayern Munich, Manchester United. Whoo, let's go. Arsenal, PSV, Eindhoven will have Sergio Dest and Pepe playing for PSV, so it'll be good to see USA players playing against some high-level talent. It'll be fun, y'all. Real Sociedad, Inter Milan will be a fun game. Oh, just so excited. We have Champions League back. UEFA Europa Conference League. These games will be on Thursday. You can see the list of the games here. Brighton from England is back in Europe after a long time gone, so it'll be good for them to see how they're doing. They're flying in the EPL, which we'll talk about. They just beat Man U this weekend, so it'll be fun to see them inside of Europa League. And West Ham United won the Europa Conference League last season. They get to automatically be in Europa League. How will they do this time? Here's your Europa League Conference League schedule. A lot of these teams, again, you may not recognize. These are from smaller countries or from the lower, lesser ranking. So like 6th, 7th, 8th in a country you may know. But this is how they build up. This is how they make their money. And this is how they can move up into the Europa League. And if they win that, you go up to the Champions League. So come back here. We'll have all the game highlights for you, recaps, summaries, just like we do for Football Roundup, specifically for Europe. Let's go! Woo-hoo-hoo! Other key thing today, top 100 rated players at EA Sports FC. So FIFA is no longer a part of EA. They were not able to come to an agreement. So now it's called EA Sports FC 24 versus FIFA 24. For a second consecutive season, PSG's Kylian Mbappe and Manchester City's Kevin De Bruyne are the highest rated players in the game with a score of 91. They both won it. Mbappe, obviously what he did in the World Cup and just him scoring goals. Kevin De Bruyne with Manchester City, helping them get the treble. Erling Haaland has a massive scoring as well. He got a 91, so he's tied with him. You don't see Messi and you don't see Ronaldo at the top of that list. So who's on the list? Let's go through the top 100 for you. And this is for men and women. So your forward players rated 91, Mbappe, Haaland, Alexia Putellas with Barcelona. That's for the women's Barcelona team, highest rated woman, Kevin De Bruyne. Messi right behind at 90, Sam Kerr right behind women at 90, and then you got Robert Lewandowski at 90, so you can see the top 12 are all 90s. Rounding out right here, it looks like the highest rated American person, Alex Morgan, San Diego Wave with an 89, again, a women's striker for Team USA. 21 through 40, we'll give you a second. Of course, you can pause this so you can see. Vinicius, Real Madrid's 89. Salah is an 89 with Liverpool. Bruno Fernandes, 88, which maybe it's a bit high, maybe not. Bernardo Silva is there at 88. Continue on. 41 through 60. Manuel Neuer, even though he's really not playing, is still an 87, which is good for him. You have some good amount of women players on this list. Roosevelt, American player again, 87, plays for LL Reign in France. 61 through 80, start with Nabala, Roma at 86, and a lot of people at 86. This is where you're going to start to see a bunch of people all together. You're seeing some people from Saudi Arabia as well. Ronaldo is an 86 in this game. Conte is an 86. You have Sadio Mane at 86 going down, and then you have your last 20 of the top 100, 81 through 100. Everyone's at 86. So you can see that the list goes from 91 to 86 in the top 100. Not a big difference, but in sports games, everybody wants their best rating. So here it's at. Go ahead and comment and debate if you think this was good ratings or bad ratings. So now this takes us to, let's go into the domestic leagues and the matchups from this past weekend. England. Here is your table after this weekend. Manchester City still has not lost a game, 5 for 5 this season in the top. Tottenham Hotspur won their game, dramatic fashion. We're going to go over it. Puts them second in the table with 13 points. They're above Liverpool, who have 13 points. They have the same goal differential, so they're really basically the same. You can see they both drew the first game and won the past 4. In fourth place is Arsenal with 13 points as well, but goal differential is 5. That's right below. And then, as we said, Brighton, who's in Europe. We've seen teams who have not been in Europe a while. How do they handle domestic league and European competitions? The wear and tear on the body, the mental fatigue. We'll see how they do. You can see that Chelsea and Man U are 13th, 14th respectively. Whew. Chelsea has 5 points. Draw, loss, win, loss, draw. And Man U, win, loss, loss. So 6 points. Bottom 3, Everton, 1 point. Burnley and Luton in 4 games have not won anything yet. Burnley have not played yet. They play tomorrow. Burnley played Nottingham Forest. If we go back really quick and look at what Nottingham Forest is on the list, Nottingham Forest is 12th, 6th, but they were in relegation battle last season. That game is going to be massive early season game for points. Be on the lookout for that. So here are your scores. Liverpool started the weekend off with a 3-1 win. Aston Villa beat Crystal Palace 3-1. Man U lost to Brighton at home 3-1. We're going to dive into that. As we said, Tottenham came back and beat Sheffield United. It was a dramatic comeback from behind in the last 5 minutes of the game. They came back and won. Man City went down to West Ham 1-0, and they came back and won 3-1. Newcastle get back on track with a 1-0 win. And then on Sunday, Chelsea, Bournemouth 0-0. Disappointing for Chelsea. Arsenal get the 1-0 win over Everton. Just to take a look at some transfers. The transfer window is closed, but you may see some stuff if people still going to other countries outside of the main European countries. So just showing you a look. Now let's show you Liverpool, Wolverhampton's. Liverpool got down 1-0 at halftime, and then Gakpo, Robinson, and Bruno get 3 goals in the second half. 3 unanswered goals. Liverpool win 3-1. Liverpool have been the comeback kings this season. It's great for them to see. It's good confidence. People are playing in the Kop. They're really enjoying playing in the Kop. Darwin Nunez still on the bench, came in, did not score a goal, but was effective when he came in. We said Brighton beat Man U 3-1. Brighton went up 1-0 in the halftime. Man U did not get a goal in the early second half. You know who did? Brighton. They made it 2-0. Then it became 3-0, and that's when the fans were like, bye. Man U came in, got a first goal, made it 3-1, but it was a little too late. One thing to note for Manchester United, Haaland was able to come in. He started. He's not match fit yet to play 90 minutes. He looked lively out there. He had a goal called for offside. He scored a goal. Unfortunately, the ball went out of bounds before the goal, so they took it out. When he got subbed out and they brought in Martial, fans were not happy. They were booing. Not because he played bad. They were booing because they wanted him in the game and not Martial. So it's good to see the fans are positive about him. But Man U is not on the hot streak. They need to get this together and try to not fall and drop points more because top 4s would be tough at this point. As we said, Tottenham beat Sheffield United 2-1. Look at that. Sheffield United got a second half goal, 1-0, 98th minute. And again, we talked about this season. Stoppage time is going to be really long. It's based off of the play of how long the ball's out. So it's longer. It's not just, hey, 4 or 5 minutes of really stopping the clock and timing it. 98th minute goal, tie it. 90 plus 10, so 100th minute goal to win it. Whew. Team of Destiny this season. We'll find out. New coach on just has the team flying, and you can see here 2-1 W. City 3-1 win. Doku got his first goal for City after Ward-Prowse, who's a newcomer to West Ham United. He got the first goal. City go into halftime down 1-0. Whatever halftime talk they had with Pep, did a great job. Quick goal by Doku. Great to see him get on the board. Silva. Haaland had 3, 4, 5 chances that I probably could have made a hat trick of, but he got his goal on my fantasy team. Let's go. 3-1. Disappointing for Chelsea, 0-0. They're just not connecting. Just like last season, they're playing good in the middle, playing some stout defense here and there, but they're not scoring final third. Sterling is getting a goal here and there, but other than that, who else is scoring for them? They need to start scoring. Young team is building, but again, if they want to be in Europe, and they need to be in Europe with how much money they've spent on buying players, this is going to be a very tough season for them. Crowds are already starting to turn a bit. Who are your stat leaders for the EPL? Holland is leading the pack with 7 goals on the season in 5 games. You can see the other people going down. For assists, Pedro Neto and Mohamed Salah are tied with 4, and then other people down with 3. And then your goals plus assists, Holland is at 8, Salah is at 6. So Holland right now, play of the year last year, having a great start to the season already. Some news for you. Mauricio Pochettino, head coach of Chelsea, explains what went wrong with the draw with Bournemouth. He said, 1, issues in final third we talked about. They're not scoring the goals. They're getting there, but they need to do more with it. They have quite a bit of injuries, so you don't have continuity. Your main players aren't there. But, hey, every club has injuries. You got to deal with it. Italy. Here's your table. They've only played 4 games so far. Inter have won all 4 games. They're 4-0. Juve is in second with 10 points. And then AC Milan, who lost to Inter. We're going to dive in that game. Inter Milan killed AC Milan 5-1. Lecce is in fourth with 8 points. Napoli, 7. Forcini, 7. Fiorentina, 7. Down the bottom of the table, you have Empoli, Calgary, and Salernitana. For the weekend, Juve won 3-1 over Lazio. We said Inter destroyed AC Milan 5-1. Napoli, Gina tied 2-2. Roma, 7-0 win over Empoli, and they have some players there. Maybe we'll talk about that. Of course we will, so we'll show you that. Juve won 3-1. It was not as close as a game as you would have thought for these two teams. Lazio usually in the top 5, but did not play well in this game. Valanciunas gets a brace. Good for him. Chiesa gets on the scoreboard. Juve out there. If you're a USA fan, McKennie got the start, which is awesome. Timothy Weah got into the game, so it's good for him. Out there playing big games, and obviously that helps when they play for Team USA. We saw Weah get a goal for Team USA in this past international break. Roma destroyed Empoli 7-0. Dybala opened the scoring in the second minute with a penalty. From there, they never looked back. Sanchez got a goal, and the big boy, new signing from Chelsea via Inter Milan, Lukaku got his goal. Great to see. This team is deep in the standings. We didn't really bring them up. Let's just show you really quickly. Right now, Roma has 4 points, so they're not too far off, but they need to start winning games, and this is a big start for them to start winning games right here by getting that W. And this team has stars, how they could perform, and of course, they'll be in Europe as well. The biggest game of the weekend from Italy, Inter Milan beat AC Milan 5-1. Mkhitaryan with the brace, and then you can see how Leao got 1 goal. This game at halftime was 2-0. It did not look good for AC Milan. After halftime, it started raining super hard. It would look like a fun game. See people slipping and sliding. Leao got a goal, and then Inter just pounded it out. And when AC Milan was trying to chase the game, got 5-1. This is a big defeat, especially in San Siro. Milan derby. This is mentally defeating, especially after Inter Milan last season went to the Champions League final. They beat AC Milan in the semifinals. They beat AC Milan I think 4 or 5 times in a row now. Whew, not good for AC Milan. American side, Christian Pulisic, he got a 6.4 rating. He was in there, did not do a lot, unfortunately. Had the hot start. Let's see if he can keep it up now that they get to the grind of the season. In this game, Genoa Napoli 2-2. You can see here that it was a pretty close game. Genoa went up at the halftime 1-0. They went up 2-0. Napoli clawed back to make it 2-2. Osman, the main player for Napoli, did not get the goal, but it was good to see Napoli, your reigning champions, being able to fight back, make it 2-2. Lautaro Martinez is winning the league so far with most goals with 5. For assists, you have Federici Di Marco with 3. And for Seria, goals plus assists, you have Inter Milan's Martinez and AC Milan's Giroud with 6. So this is heating up, and we'll stay on top of it. One story to make sure you're aware of: Cristiano Ronaldo is going to sue Juventus for £17.2 million. These are unpaid wages that he says Juventus never gave him. He deferred these wages after Juve needed to balance the books with their financial issues we've talked about and with the COVID issues. So he's not the first former player to do it. Dybala had the same issue, and they came to an agreement on a €2.6 million payment. Leonardo Bucci left Juventus for Union Berlin this summer after being frozen out by head coach Origi, and is now considering suing the club for damages. So just more pain for Juventus. We'll see how they handle it. I mean, Ronaldo technically doesn't need the money, but it's probably about principle. And for him, I played. I'm the guy. I earned the money. Now pay me my money. Other thing as well, in terms of the Inter versus AC Milan game, here's a quote from the AC Milan head coach. I do not agree with the idea of apologizing to the fans. Do you think we lost to 5-1 to Inter on purpose and lose to the Derby? Of course not. We are disappointed, just as the fans are. You should only apologize when you do something wrong on purpose. We'll see if they can come back from this and win next week. Of course, they will be in Champions League as well. Moving on to Germany. Leverkusen is top of the league with a goal differential over Bayern Munich. They tied in their game on Friday. It was a fun game. We'll dive into it. Really felt like a championship atmosphere. Then RB Leipzig and FBV Stuttgart with 9 points. TSG Hoffenheim with 9 points. And Wolfsburg with 9 points, all right behind them. Bottom of the table, Köln, Darmstadt, and Mainz, all with 1 point. Here are the scores from the weekend. As we talked about, Munich and Leverkusen tied 2-2. Dortmund won their game 4-2 over Freiburg. That will give them confidence as they move in the Champions League. In the Dortmund-Freiburg game, Hummels, your defender, got 2 goals. Impressive. Royce got on the goal towards the end. One thing that will be concerning for Dortmund, they give up 2 goals right before stoppage time, right before the end of the first half. So you can see 45-3, 45-6. You want to go in the half, not give goals. The first 5 minutes of a half and the last 5 minutes of a half are crucial. So that's something that they're going to work on before they go into Champions League. Munich, Leverkusen, this game was fun. Kane opened the scoring. And then Gramado got the score. It'll be 1-1. Halftime, that's how it ended. Goretzka scored in the 86th minute. Munich thought they got the winner, but no. Leverkusen won a penalty. Porosios puts it away. 94th minute, 2-2. A very fun game. For Leverkusen, their striker, Boniface, he definitely missed so many chances. Look at this. He chances created 1, but look how many shots he had at goal. 3-4 of these could have been goals. He could have easily had a hat trick. He will be putting his hands in his face. So disappointed he did not score the goal. Moving forward, expect him. He's 22. He's young for Nigeria. Their team is going to be balling in the World Cup next year. They have a lot of good young players to put these away, hopefully, because they could have won this game easily. Who are your top scorers for Bundesliga? Seru Gusay has 8 goals, leading the pack. For assists, Xavi Simons with 4 assists leading the pack. And then for your goals plus assists, Gusay with 8 is leading the pack. Simons in the back with 7. If you've never heard before, Sergei Gusay, he plays for VfB Stuttgart, wears number 9 in the striker position. He is 27 years old. He's from Ghana. Market value 11 million. If he has this good season, expect him to get bought, and that will go up. Moving on to Spain. Here's your table from Spain. Real Madrid top of the table. 5 games, 5 wins, 15 points. Second is Barcelona with 13 points. Then Athletic Club. Then Girona. Rounding out Valencia, Real Vallecano, and Atletico Madrid. Bottom of the table, Granada, Las Palmas, and Almeria. Here are the scores. Most surprising score of the weekend, Valencia beating Atletico Madrid 3-0. Whew. They don't usually give up goals, and they don't usually get shut out, so this is extremely impressive. Barca with a 5-0 win over Real Betis. Real Madrid with a 2-1 win over Real Sociedad. In that Valencia Atletico Madrid game, Duro got a goal 5 minutes in. Then he got a second goal in the 3rd, 4th minute. Right after halftime, Duro got a goal 54th, and that was it. You can see here the match ratings for Atletico Madrid were not that good. A lot of 6s, maybe a low 7. So that is very surprising they took this. They're basically same at table. We'll see how Atletico Madrid does in Champions League after this loss. Barca with an easy win 5-0. João Felix got the first goal. João Cancelo started, played really well. 2 new Joãos on the team. He also got his goal in the 81st minute. Good team win for Barcelona. Sevilla, wanted to shout this out. 1-0 win over Las Palmas. Why are we showing Sevilla's game? Look at, on the left side, number 4, Ramos. Sergio Ramos is back playing for Sevilla. We talked about this in the previous video. Good for him to be back out there with his boyhood club. Real Madrid 2, Real Sociedad 1. Real Madrid gave up a quick goal 5 minutes in the game. Bounced back with the goal right after halftime by Valverde. Joselu scores in the 60th minute. 2-1 win. They see it out. Good for Real Madrid. This is a couple times this season they've come back from behind, showing adversity. Now, of course, they're going to be one that play from the front, but it's good to see that they can come back and get the W. And they still have a bunch of injuries. So, person with the most goals in the league so far is still Jude Bellingham of Real Madrid. Alex Bonilla has 3 assists. So there's Robert Lewandowski leading the pack on assists. And then goals plus assists, Jude plus Robert both have 6. So this could go any way. France. Monaco is leading the pack with 11 points. Next is Brest with 10 points. Nice with 9 points. And then Marseille with 9 points. And PSG with 8 points. Bottom of the table, Lyon, Clermont Foot, and Lens 2-1-1. Here are the scores. You can see on Friday, PSG lost to Nice 3-2. We're going to dive into that game. Rest of the scores down the way for you. Mbappe scored 2 goals, but it was not enough. Nice opened the scoring in the 21st minute. Mbappe had a sick goal on the 29th minute, making it 1-1. And then 53rd minute, Nice got a goal to make it 2-1. 3-1 in the 68th minute. Mbappe got one back, but a little too late. Mbappe is the team. Wherever he goes, he's scored goals. But this is surprising for PSG. You expect them to win this game. Nice had a really poor season last season. A lot of the players are still the same. Nice came in and got the W. Mbappe, we look at his stats across the board. Look at the team stats. They had 69% possession of 31. Expected goals 0.9 to 1.3. So the fact they got 2 is a little bit more expected. Big chances missed, 2 to 3, and they make any of those, it's a tie game. When we look at the head-to-head, Nice actually has their number. They played, they won in April 8th. PSG won October 1st. PSG won. Nice won March 5th, and Nice won January 31st. So they've really, Nice has won 3 of the past 5. Luis Enrique, PSG's head coach, said, I like the mentality we played by the players. Although we lost, it was a good mentality. We put our whole effort in. I'm not going to foot that. I'm actually more happy with how we played in this game than the game that we won because of the mentality we had. So that's a good mindset, but you won points and you need a W. Monaco leading the pack, tied 2-2 in their game. Here are some stats for you. If you're an American, it's great to see Bulligan getting his first goal from Monaco, coming in as a sub and getting that goal. It's great to see. Hopefully we can get him as a starter. Again, he scored also for USA against Osman. So scoring goals is what we need from our strikers, and he's doing it. Mbappe is leading the pack with 7 goals in League 1 for most goals on the season. Carlo Henrique with 4 assists is leading the pack there. And goals plus assists, Mbappe is up at 7. And then you have Takumi Minamino with 6, former Liverpool player. Here are some transfers coming from France. The one big person, Marco Verratti, is going from PSG over to Al Arabi. Saudi Arabia. Here's your table. Al Hilal, which is Neymar's team, is at the top with 16 points. Al Ittihad, which is Benzema's team, has 15 points. And then Al Ittifaq is where Steven Gerrard is coaching. That's where Jordan Henderson is. Al Nassr is Ronaldo and Mane's team with 12 points. Here's the scores from the past weekend. You can see here that Al Hilal killed with a 6-1 win. Neymar's team right there. Ronaldo's team, Al Nassr, won 3-1. We'll dive into it. Ronaldo got a goal. Mane got a goal. Good team win. They were basically up 3-0, and then penalty. Al Reed was able to get the goal back, but a little too late. Ronaldo is a scoring machine. You'll see this in a second. Al Hilal 6-1. The big news right here is Neymar got his first game in with the team. Came in as a sub in the 64th minute. Played 26 minutes. How did he do? 1 assist, so good to get a point for the team. 4 shots, chances created 2. He'll start getting his goals here once he gets his legs below him. And Al Ittefaq, 3-1 win. Good to see here Steven Gerrard, what he's implanting on the team, get himself back to Europe eventually. Henderson started. They have a lot of other players. They got Dembele up top. He had a goal. Ronaldo leading the league with 7 goals. Mane with 6 goals, so that's a great 1-2 punch for the same team. Abdurrahman Garib with 4 assists. Cristiano Ronaldo with 4 assists as well, so good to see. So you can bet Ronaldo's the top of the pack with goals plus assists, 11. Ronaldo's FIFA rating, we talked about it. It's the lowest since 2007. Ouch. But obviously he went to Saudi Arabia. Other people who've left Europe are not rated as high. You're not playing the best competition. He was the best player in FIFA 18. So his score now is an 86. Finishing up with the MLS. Here's your table. Inter Miami, we have him highlighted. Messi's team, he did not play this weekend, and Miami lost to Atlanta United. They beat them earlier in the Leagues Cup when they had Messi. Here without Messi, they got rocked, and we'll show it. 35 points of what DC United had. Inter Miami have 28, so they're basically 3 games back with, I think, 8 to play. Here's the West Coast, the Western Conference. You can see right here. 35 points is the last place to make the playoffs. FC Dallas is right there out of it, and then LA Galaxy got 30. Here are the scores from the weekend, so you can take a look. As we talked about, Atlanta United 5, Inter Miami 2. 1 game still left. For Wednesday, they don't do Champions League here, so you can see Inter Miami playing Toronto FC. Messi most likely playing in that game. Here are the rest of the schedule for Wednesday. In that game, LAFC versus LA Galaxy, El Trafico, LA Derby, 4-2. Good for LAFC to get this win. They had a tough loss against Inter Miami a couple weeks ago, so come back and beat a rival in the same city is massive here at the home stadium as well. LAFC started with a goal. LA Galaxy got one right back in the next minute. Game basically went to halftime 1-1. 2-1. LAFC got another goal, and LAFC was able to take the W 4-2. Atlanta United destroyed Inter Miami. Campana got a goal. If you haven't seen his first goal that was in penalty, it was a wonder goal. Juggled to himself, strike, goal. However, it was not enough. Atlanta United go on and win 5-2. Georgios Giamakis has 14 goals for the MLS season. He's at top. Thiago Almada has 13 assists, is at top. And then goals plus assists, Thiago Almada has 22, right above Hiri Mukhtar. Whew! A lot to go over domestic competitions. That is your football roundup for the weekend of September 17th. Please comment your thoughts, and of course like and subscribe. We keep you up to date with football roundup at the end of all the weekends, midweeks. We got Champions League, Europa League coming back. Any breaking news, any big games we highlight, we got it all for you. We also have Hoops Roundup. We also have MMA Roundup. We also have Gridiron Roundup for American football. So much here for you. So go ahead and subscribe, Randy Silver TV. We got you, all sports. Enjoy Champions League, and we'll be back for the highlights of Champions League, Europa League midweek. Bye, y'all.